So I was scrolling through Instagram and I saw this clip from the movie Blade Runner.
You look lonely. I can fix that.
Yes, I am lonely and I'm also a game developer, which is why I'm going to make this clip into a 2D game level. And to do that, we need three things. We need to make the art and assemble it in a 2D game scene in Unity. And finally add effects to make the scene feel more alive. I started by taking a reference of the shot and broke it into three main elements: the character, the bridge, the strange hot girl, and the building behind her. Yeah, this is me editing this video, and I think that there are actually 4 elements. I can't even count, you guys. It was like 2 AM and I'm just editing this video. So yeah, anyway, we continue. Then I started by drawing each of these elements. For the bridge, I just drew a simple shape and added fog behind it. Then I drew a silhouette of the character standing on the bridge. After that, I started to trace the shape of the girl and I tried to keep it simple. Otherwise, I'm sure that I'll f up and make it creepy. Lastly, I added the building behind her, which was simple enough. If you're partially blind, this doesn't look bad. But there is one thing I would like to change. I want to add some character to it. So I drew my version of 2D game ready Ryan Gosling. So as you can see, it just looks like a random 2D character. Now that we have the art, all that's left is to construct the level in Unity. I proceeded to open Unity to start making the 2D level.
2,000 years later.
Okay, we have an empty level, so all we need now is to start to place the assets and modifying their shapes and placement to match the reference. After trying different shapes, sizes and colors, I got something that looks like this. The main elements are here, but it feels too empty and kinda ugly. Which brings us to the real sauce that every game developer uses to mask the ugliness and bad drawing skills, which is the Unity's particle system. First, I wanted to add the fog in the background to create some subtle movement and to separate the girl from the building so the scene can feel a little more 3D. For that, I created a particle system, changed the size and material of the particles, made some changes to the alpha values so it can be a little more transparent, and now we have fog in the background. After that, I noticed that the character and the girl are not highlighted and the player just doesn't know where to look. So I added lights to guide the player's eyes to pay attention to them. So now the scene is starting to look a little better. But you know, why stop here? When I can add another particle system that makes the background feel like you're up in the sky and some kind of particles are floating around and you're confused and Okay, enough with particle systems. Now we need to add the real sauce. Oh, you thought the particle system was godlike? Wait till you see what post-processing can do. For those who don't know what post-processing is, it's like when you go to a bad restaurant and the only good tasting thing is the ketchup. So you put as much ketchup as you can to remove the taste of bad food. Okay, so enough yapping, let's just add the ketchup. So first we're gonna add bloom, and you know there is no such thing as enough bloom. After that, I'm gonna add some effects that I can't even pronounce. Like vignetti, vignette, okay, whatever, let's just add everything, why not? Alright, before showing the final result, please subscribe if you've watched this far, because my channel is new, guys, and I would like to hit 10 subs. That would be really great. Leave a comment, leave a like, and yeah, here's the final result.
You look lonely. I can fix that.